We have a little experience now with logarithms, so when I write this, log base 5 of 25, you're thinking, I know what that is. That's an exponent. It's some number. It's an exponent. And I know the exponents go on bases. And the base here is 25. So I'm thinking, what exponent would I put on 5 to get me to 25? And I know that to be 2. So when I see this expression here, log base 5 of 25, I know that that's the same as the number 2. In this problem, I used the base 5, but I could have used any base, so we could have written maybe log base b of x, and that's some exponent, and maybe it's the number y. And so what this would mean, of course, would be the logarithm is the exponent. So the exponent, that's the number that goes on the base to give me x. So this is the log form. The exponential form would be b to the y is equal to x. Now there's two bases that are most used. One is base 10, and the other one is base e. Now you know that number e, right? That's our 2.71818 dot dot dot. It's that irrational number. So these are called common logs. If you use the base of 10, that's called a common log, and since it's common, we just don't even write the base anymore. So when you see something like this, log of 1,000, what you know is, and you just have to read into it, is that the log base 10 of 1,000. So writing this is something like writing this. You know, when you see x, what that really is 1x to the 1. We just don't write all the ones. Up here, if it's going to be log base 10, because it occurs so often, we just leave the base off, and everybody knows that it's base 10. We'll go on to that next base in a minute, but you probably just can't help but thinking, what number is that? And you probably know. That's the base. This is the exponent. So what exponent would you put on 10 to get you up to 1,000? You put on 3. So that number right there is 3. And the next most often used base is this one up here at the top right, is e. So when we write e, we would write this, the log base e of x, but since it occurs so often and the number e comes up when we model natural processes, we're going to replace this with this notation here, ln for natural logarithm, because e occurs in a lot of natural processes. We'll call this the natural log of x. So if you should see something like this, the natural log of x equals 0.5, that means, all right, you just have to be able to read this. You have to read through the notation. What you're seeing is this. Oh, I see this. Log base e of x equals 0.5, and that means the logarithm is the exponent. Exponents go on bases, so e to the 0.5 is x. So it's just a notation that you have to get used to. When you see ln, you're thinking log base e. So the two types of logarithms that you will most often see are common logarithms. Common logarithms are log base 10, and if it's base 10, we just don't write the 10. And then we'll see natural logs, and natural logs are logarithms base e, and if it's just base e, we abbreviate it with ln.